Have you ever wondered how to effectively build relationships with people online? Well, I want you to know you can do it. You can be a social media influencer for Christ. And in this episode, I'm going to share from my PhD research 6 specific actions that you can take to cultivate genuine relationships online. Hi, it's Larry Witzel with another ministry insight from SermonView. We've got some episodes coming up on evangelism marketing, church websites, and the importance of proactive action. So be sure to subscribe to the podcast so you get notified when each episode drops. And if you're watching on YouTube, please subscribe and give the video a thumbs up. In the last episode, I introduced you to the idea of a parasocial relationship. This is the illusion of a relationship with someone in the media. It's a social connection that is one-sided. It's non-reciprocated. But emotionally, a parasocial relationship feels just like an in-person social relationship. The human brain has a hard time distinguishing emotionally between an in-person social exchange and a parasocial experience. It may be an illusion, it may be one-sided, but it feels very real. Now, social media influencers take advantage of this. They actively seek to build parasocial relationships with their followers, and then they look for ways to monetize those relationships through paid sponsorships, Patreon merch, and advertising. That's the influencer economy in a nutshell. Well, in my PhD research, I found that pastors can put this parasocial phenomenon to work evangelistically. You do this by regularly posting short-form video content on social media, cultivating parasocial relationships in the process. And then you use this influence that you've developed not to monetize it like a secular social media influencer, but to encourage your followers to take specific steps forward in faith. Anyone can do this. You can do this. You can become a social media influencer for Christ. So in this episode, I'm going to get into more detail about things that you can do to cultivate these parasocial relationships online. And in my research, I found that there are 6 specific actions that you can take to do this. As I researched this topic, I think I was most surprised by the 6th one, so stay tuned. First, more than anything else, you need to be consistent. Post a video at least once a week across multiple platforms like YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Do this every week. Don't take any weeks off. No weeks off. Consistency is crucial. Now, more is better. One study found that the ideal pace of video posting is around 4 or 5 videos per week. But whatever you choose to do, be consistent. It's better to post 1 video every week than to post 4 videos in a week and then nothing for the next 3 weeks. What you're trying to do is build familiarity and trust with your audience. And research shows that repeated exposure strengthens the parasocial bonds. So you should post at least once a week, consistently every week. Second, look directly into the camera. Studies indicate that looking directly into the camera simulates eye contact, making viewers feel personally addressed. When you speak directly to the camera, it fosters a sense of personal connection, enhancing the illusion of an intimate relationship. You should imagine a close friend on the other side of that lens and share something excitedly with them with direct eye contact, like what I'm doing with you right now. Look directly at the camera lens. Third, offer value through teaching and encouragement. People follow influencers for knowledge, inspiration, and entertainment. So your content should speak to needs that people actually feel. Things like anxiety, loneliness, broken relationships, the pain of loss. Share what the Bible says about the topic, but just as important, inspire your followers. Teach them what God says to help them live their best life and inspire them to do it. So share theological insights, practical life advice, and uplifting messages that meet the needs of the audience that you're trying to reach. Fourth, be vulnerable. Self-disclosure can help foster the parasocial bond, especially negative self-disclosure. Tell an embarrassing story or share something that you've struggled with. The goal is not to make yourself look good, but to make yourself relatable. People are drawn to influencers who display vulnerability and authenticity. By sharing your own faith journey, you can encourage followers to reflect on their own spiritual lives. Fifth, encourage interaction. Asking questions, responding to comments, and addressing audience feedback deepens the engagement. Research shows that social media interaction engagement, even one-sided, enhances parasocial connections. But it's even better if you're actively responding to comments. So encourage interaction. And finally, number 6, express positive feelings for your followers. This one was surprising to me, but it plays a crucial role in cultivating parasocial bonds by fostering emotional connection, enhancing perceived intimacy, and strengthening relational commitment. Studies indicate that social media influencers who convey warmth and kindness are more successful in fostering parasocial interactions. The Apostle Paul's letters often carried affectionate language, such as his words to the Philippians. I thank my God every time I remember you. In all my prayers for all of you, I always pray with joy. This heartfelt expression built relational depth with his readers, much like you can do today through social media. Now, be authentic, but if you appreciate your followers, then tell them. If you want to cultivate parasocial relationships among your social media followers, you need to do these 6 things. First, be consistent. Post a video at least once a week, every week. Second, look directly into the camera as you talk. Third, offer valuable content with theological insights, practical life advice, and uplifting messages. Fourth, be vulnerable. People are drawn to influencers who display vulnerability and authenticity. Fifth, encourage interaction by asking questions, responding to comments, and addressing the audience to deepen engagement. And sixth, convey warmth and kindness, and even express affection for your followers in an authentic way. Do these 6 things, and you'll strengthen the parasocial bonds with your audience. If you'd like help getting started with video for social media, SermonView offers a 6-week boot camp. You'll work with a coach who provides personalized feedback in a weekly meeting. You'll learn tricks to recording professional quality video and get some ideas for how to structure your content most effectively. Pastors love this. One pastor recently told me that in just those 6 weeks of the Real Faith Boot Camp, visits and interactions with their church website and social media platforms grew significantly. The results have been amazing for a lot of pastors, so please check it out. You can learn more about the Real Faith Video Boot Camp at realfaith.org. That's R-E-E-L, like a movie reel, R-E-E-L, realfaith.org. You'll find a link to this website in the show notes. If you'd like to learn more about the parasocial phenomenon with a specific recipe for creating content as a pastor, check out the last episode on parasocial relationships. Pastor, I just want to say thank you for the way that you faithfully serve your church and community. Your dedication is truly inspiring. Remember, God has called you to this place at this time for a purpose. He's working through your talents and experiences, so stay encouraged. God is doing something remarkable in and through you. I love you guys. I'm cheering for you. I'll see you next time.